Hallo meine Lieben, willkommen zu einer neuen Folge Star Trek Online. Ja.
Researchers led by my friend Dr. Bashir have isolated several fascinating aspects of Herc biology. I'm told this data provides insight on their native environment, specifically a metallic planetoid orbiting a pulsar within a nebula. There's one system that meets these requirements. Havas Kul in the Gamma Quadrant. I'm going there to investigate along with Captain Kira in the Defiant. Dr. Bashir will accompany us as well. His insight will be critical to the mission's success. The doctor believes we'll find what we need to end this conflict on Havas Kul. If he's right, and he often is, I'm willing to travel to the heart of enemy territory. Won't you join us?
Selbstverständlich.
Be seeing you.
If the legends are true, we must deal with this threat head on. For there is no honor in retreat.
I have to say, the survey reports on this system really don't do it justice. A nebula, a pulsar, dark energy, and the Herc homeworld.
Ich erfasse keine Schiffe der Herc auf den Sensor.
Nor I. Isn't that strange? One would think they'd place a heavy guard on their home system. How peculiar. Let's use this opportunity to look around. Quietly, of course.
Einverstanden. Zufrieden führen Sie einen Systemscan durch.
We're reading a number of interesting phenomena, despite interference from the nebula. Let's see. Plethora of heavy metallic compounds. A hotbed of tetryon and thermobaric energy throughout the nebula. A fitting birthplace for a future star.
There's a moon nearby. Preliminary scans aren't showing much, but it's just the kind of place the Herc could be using to hide a base. Or a fleet. I'd like to take a closer look.
Los geht's.
The pulsar's throwing off a lot of hazardous energy.
Most astute, Captain. Let's make the appropriate shield adjustments.
Zufrieden, gehen Sie diesen toten Mond.
I don't like this. Scans are showing a lot of bare rock, but no metals or compounds. It's a lot like...
Like it's being completely stripped of anything remotely useful? The calling card of the Herc, if I'm not mistaken. Perhaps we should send down a probe, just to be absolutely sure. There could be some Herc down there, hidden by the nebula's effect on our senses.
Einverstanden. Wir werden eine Sonde runterschicken. Nummer 1, bereiten Sie die Sonde vor. Starten.
It's barely Class D. No metals, complex compounds, liquids, or atmosphere.
The interior's a complex maze of tunnels. Thousands of them.
This matches Herc patterns we've seen elsewhere. They've been here.
The probe is online and transmitting. Our science teams are taking a close look at the incoming data, but it doesn't look terribly promising. Shall we forge on? There's a lovely planet nearby, no doubt filled with a bounty of toxic rocks and metallic salts.
Steuer, setzen Sie einen Kurs.
Entering scanning range now.
Scan wird initiiert.
These astronomic readings are strange. The planet has a highly eccentric orbit. Looks like it collects matter from the nebula as it sweeps around the pulsar, all while being bombarded with radiation. Definitely not habitable by most standards, though it's not quite demon class. An orbital period of several thousand years. That explains the Herc life cycle. They must hibernate while the planet is at the far range of its orbit. This orbit coincides with the previous emergencies of the Herc. The 1,000-year cycle explains why they appear suddenly, then vanish just as quickly.
We're reading complex structures here, along with power systems and technology. This could be a base of operations for the Herc. It appears to be deserted. Why don't we take a look around? This could be a prime opportunity.
Let's meet on the Defiant. We'll need to make some preparations before we send an away team down there.
Verstanden. Ich biebe sofort rüber.
I've sent a team down to establish a secure zone. They're ready for you, but you'll want to put on an EV suit before you beam down. Once you're suited up, we'll beam you down to the secure zone. It's just below the planet's surface in a large cavern area.
Verstanden. Und Leute, quetscht euch hier drauf. Gib ihm runter. Energie. Diese Kammer scheint eine natürliche Höhle zu sein. Doch die Scanner erfassen eine ungewöhnliche Energie und viele magnetisierte Metalle und Salze in der Nähe. Viele der Höhlen hier haben eine regelmäßige Struktur, als wären sie ausgegraben worden. Vielleicht besitzen die Herc so etwas wie einen Ameisenbau? Lassen Sie uns bei Kiras Außenteam nachsehen, wie weit Sie gekommen sind. Hallo?
I should have a habitation area set up soon. We can replace the reducing atmosphere in this cavern with standard oxy-nitro and warm things up a bit. Kane's keeping watch, and Weir is looking into other connected areas. We should have a perimeter field up within a few minutes.
Verstanden, machen Sie weiter. Bericht?
Reading a lot of background radiation and some wild magnetic fields. It's like the pulsar and the nebula are supercharging the metallic crystal compounds here. The environment's very different from anything we'd consider a habitable planet. Explains why the Herc are so alien. Quite a treasure for a geologist like myself.
Faszinierend. Machen Sie weiter. Union undefined.
Everything's in order here. Defiant, do you still have a lock on us?
Affirmative. If you need transport, there may be a slight delay due to pulsar emissions.
I'm getting something odd on my tricorder. Up there!
Look out! Ah!
Mein Kopf. Hallo?
Glad you're still with us. Whatever that was must have left you for dead. I'd get moving in case it comes back to make sure. Looks like you're in a series of tunnels that connect to a larger cavern. Garrick and Bashir are close to your position. They're moving into a large open chamber. Try to make your way to them.
Verstanden.
Be careful. Some of the crystal formations down there are emitting intense amounts of energy. We can't lock onto anyone with transporters, and the others are reporting that directed energy weapons won't work.
Verstanden, Captain.
This is Bashir. Garrick and I are alive, but we're a little lost.
So.
Keep moving. You should head up to another chamber. The creature's in a passage near your location. Stay sharp.
Garrick and I are moving into a very large, oblong chamber.
And here I was, hoping those cozy, cramped little tunnels would make a nice vacation spot.
Looks like the door to the next chamber is locked.
Mal sehen.
Those readings you're getting from that crystal node are interesting. It's generating a localized magnetic field. Manipulating that field could cause a response similar to pushing a button or flicking a switch. I wonder, do you think Herc can sense magnetic fields similar to sharks on Earth?
Konzentrieren Sie sich, Doktor.
Yes, of course. I think you'll find a way to manipulate that magnetic field to open the door. The morphogenic crystals are probably the keys. So look for one nearby that has a similar output to the door node.
Verstanden.
The readings I'm getting on that crystal are weak. It probably isn't usable.
Also gut. Suchen wir uns einen anderen. Vielleicht der hier.
That one's got an odd harmonic. Doesn't seem to match the rest.
Okay. Aber der geht ab, stimmt.
That's the one you need. Use it to open that door.
So. Dieser öffne dich. Okay. Das scheint zu funktionieren. Oh. Ah.
There's a deep crevice ahead of you. See if you can get across.
Hüpf. Hüpf.
Hazardous energy and anti-gravity ahead. Use your thrusters. Creatures turn back. Must not like anti-gravity. Slow and steady, don't get lost. Try to head up when you can.
Garrick and I have a breathable atmosphere here. Everyone, try and reach our location.
Williams here. I'm stuck in some kind of tunnel maze. Not sure how to get out.
Ishimura here.
Receiving your
Now
transmission
system's
from the
useless.
console. Analyzing
I'll keep
it.
trying to find you all.
There's a lot of historical data and cultural references in there. The short version, the Herc used to be a peaceful species. There's talk of a great betrayal and some kind of epidemic. Then the entries just turn into gibberish.
Oh.
This one looks like technical data. Interesting. None of their starships had weapons until 2,000 years ago. Their first designs were way ahead of most species at that time, though. Huh. How did they go from geniuses to the ravenous eating machines we're dealing with now?
Das ist eine gute Frage, Captain.
Kane, report. I just lost crewman Kane's vitals. Weir's comm signal is down, but he's still alive. Keep an eye out.
Verstanden.
Enemy target on sensor. Shields losing power.
Ich schätze, es gibt keinen Weg zurück, ha? Nee, zumindest nicht auf diesen Wege.
Bashir and Garrick are just past this chamber.
Ich habe wieder Schwerkraft.
We're picking up some interesting tech on sensors. Interesting and old. Very old. Most of it predates the Federation by several centuries. Are you reading those energy patterns on the other side of that opening? They're far more intricate than the others we've seen. We think there's some kind of ship ahead of you. It shows signs of damage. You might be in some sort of dry dock or repair facility. Interesting. There are large gaps in tech level between each section of the facility. It's as if the Herc learn as they hibernate. They wake up with 1,000 years of advancements at hand and get ready to work.
Diese Konsole sieht aus, als könnte sie eine Tür öffnen. Ich habe hier etwas gesehen. Ich glaube, wir sind hier nicht allein. Tag?